As of today, the 31st of January 2026, it has been 2,149 days since your boy made his debut as an actor.
Wait a minute, that cringe guy I watch on YouTube is an actor?
Hello. Yes, this is true. I'm sure a lot of you guys watching know that I guess in a way my main job is actually acting, but I'm also sure there's a lot of you who don't know. So let me just give you a tiny recap. I started off working as an actor in Thailand where I played the character called Ram in a series called My Engineer, and I was lucky enough to reprise the role again in season 2, which is what would have happened if everything went to plan. But sometimes, guys, life just likes to throw some obstacles your way. And unfortunately, due to COVID and some other internal issues, I made a video about it on my Patreon. The project kind of went on hold indefinitely, but let's just see if there's any updates on how it's going. I get the feeling it might not be coming back. Then after that, I would say my career kind of hit its peak, which was around the middle of 2022 to the beginning of 2023, which was due to appearances in 2 very popular Thai BL dramas, one called Kin Porsche and the other one called Cutie Pie. Then in August of 2023, I took the biggest risk of my career, and that is packing everything up and moving my sexy little butt over to Japan. Just to clarify, I didn't just like move here because I want to live here. I mean, yes, I did want to live in Japan, but my goal was to continue working as an actor and also work in entertainment. And things started off really, really well. I made appearance in a few musicals. I had a recurring role on like a TV drama, and I had a bunch of guest roles. And then last year, 2025, need to be consistent with the timeline. We're not going off on any multiverse branches at the moment. Things just kind of went quiet. Like I still had a few jobs here and there, but it's probably like the quietest year I've had, I would say, up until now. And I never really talked like openly about why I decided to make the big move to Japan. To summarize it very shortly, because I don't want this to drag on for too long, but me saying that I don't want this to drag on for too long could also be considered wasted time. So the less rambling, the better. The problem is I'm a rambler. Thoughts pop into my mind, and the thing is I always feel like if I don't say it when I think of it, I'm gonna forget. I do have a nasty habit of when I'm speaking with friends or just people in general. Honestly, I have a few friends. Back to the main topic of conversation. Yes, I didn't really fully address, I feel like, especially to my fans, why I decided to make this big move. But I think at first my image was like doing a little bit of back and forth, like being a bit in Japan and then doing some stuff in Thailand and coming back. But then once I moved here, I was like, I really, really like it here. And I guess I've always loved Japanese culture, like things like anime, manga. I've been watching it since I was a kid. When I was in university, I started watching a lot of like Japanese dramas and variety shows. And I was like, man, these are so funny and it would be really cool to be in these one day. But I never thought that I would get the opportunity to actually do this in Japan until one day my previous manager reached out to me and was like, hey, interested in working in Japan? And I was like, buy my ticket immediately. It was actually a lot of back and forth. It took a long time, but anyway, made the move over to Japan. When I was working as an actor in Thailand, I was a part, of a few different companies and I guess artist management agencies. And I had, a mixture of good experiences and bad experiences like most people do in life in general. I think that's not a very controversial statement to say that you have good and bad experiences, but I really feel like you need to have someone who's like, wants to push you and make you into something. Not that I couldn't go further than I was, but I just didn't see myself getting to a place that I would be happy with. And so I was like, at that point in my life, I was already 29. And I was like, man, if I'm ever gonna like try and move to another country again and experience new cultures and stuff like that, I better do it sooner than later. So yeah, I made that decision. So as I was saying before, 2025 was a down year, not just in my acting career, but also my YouTube videos and my streaming as well. Like all the numbers were down. And like, the thing is like, you don't want to let numbers dictate your life, but unfortunately they are kind of important when you rely on them for income and things like that. Unfortunately, the thing about being in Japanese media is that it's not super available. Actually, no, you know what? That's being too kind. It's like barely available overseas unless you're in something that's like really popular, that's going to be on things like Netflix and stuff like that. So I guess to a lot of people, I just kind of like disappeared because I never really said or made a big announcement specifically about moving to Japan. So a lot of people are like, hey, like, are you even still acting? And I'm like, yeah, I was only in BL things when I was in, oh, by the way, for people watching, and I get this comment every now and then, and I should say it in the video. So for those of you watching, you don't know what BL is a genre of media, I guess, you know, TV shows and movies, where and BL, sorry, I'm like tripping over words because like, I feel like every time I talk about BL, I need to like make sure I say things correctly. Otherwise I will be destroyed. BL stands for boys love. So it's, you know, stories about, I guess, boys loving boys and their stories. You know, I kind of feel like they could just start every BL with the Law and Order thing, and it's just like, BL, boys loving boys. These are their stories. Brum, brum. Dun 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 dun. I used to love Law and Order SVU back in the day. So anyway, guys, now that I am 31, I know, guys, it's hard to believe, but your little baby is unfortunately, no, I take that back. Nothing unfortunate about it. Now that your baby boy is 31. You know, I feel like I have less time to be doing things that are risky, and, you know, got to start at least doing some kind of like preliminary planning for the future of my life. And I feel like a lot of people that are in kind of creative fields reach a point in their career when they like haven't made it yet, but you feel like things have reached an adequate level, but you start assessing like, is this something that I can continue to pursue professionally because, you know, of the unstable financialness of the situation. Not the best explanation, but if you know, you know what I mean. Getting kind of dark, so let me just change the angle of this camera. Okay, there we go, that's a bit brighter. Unfortunately, less of an interesting background. Not that it was that interesting before, but hey, look what we got instead. We have a corner. Dimensions. I apologize for going off topic once again. Why, don't even say sorry because we know you're going to do it again. Yes, that is very important. What's the point of saying sorry if you're just going to do it again? Because if you say sorry, it kind of implies that you're going to try and not do it. But let's be honest, guys, I'm going to do it. So I think it's time for me to address probably the reason why you clicked on this video. And that is, have I decided to give up acting? Hell to the motherfucking no. This bitch is back. Because this year is gonna be my year. With that statement, you're probably thinking, oh my God, he must have just locked down the biggest job of his career. Oh my God, is he in Marvel? Is he gonna be in Star Wars? No, nothing like that has happened. And I'm not trying to like do that thing where I kind of like give you guys a hint because hey, I've been known to unfortunately give out a few spoilers in my career. No, I don't have any big projects locked down that are going to be life-changing, but the thing that kind of kicked off all this kind of positive belief, guys, last year I actually went to talk to a fortune teller and, oh shit, the police are coming. Guys, shh, pack up. No, I'm just joking. They'll never find me. I went and saw a fortune teller and they told me this year's going to be my year and big things are going to happen. And it's not that I believe everything they say like 100%. And let's be honest, guys, when you see a fortune teller and they tell you good things, you're like, oh, this guy knows what the hell he's talking about. And when they tell you bad stuff, you're just like, all the shit's fake. It just wasn't that. So I went to the most famous temple in Kyoto in Japan and I pulled a fortune, which is known as omikuji. Not only did it have the highest level of luck, the stuff written on it was insane. It said my luck levels are like astronomical. Nah, I'm just going over the top, but I have really good luck and it said really good things are going to happen. And there were just so many weird coincidences. Like for example, this year is the year of the horse, and every year in Japan, and I suppose they probably do it in other cultures as well, but in Japan, they kind of like cross-analyze things to determine your luck ranking for every year. And so there was a chart that came out on a TV show that was like your Chinese zodiac cross-analyzed with your star sign. So I am the year of the dog, and I'm also a Cancer. Guess what ranking I got? Out of 144 rankings, your boy got number 1. Then there was another one where they cross-analyzed your Chinese zodiac, dog, with your blood type, B. Guess what ranking your boy got? I'll let you think about it for a second. You probably won't need that long because I think we both know. Number 1. It's not about the luck, but I think the biggest thing that's come out of all these like weird coincidences is the kind of like self-belief. I don't know why, but I just believe in myself more than I ever did. There used to be all this doubt that creeps into my mind, but this year I'm just all in. That being said, so guys, usually when you work in entertainment, some jobs come your way, but you haven't like got the job yet, but you're like being considered for the job, and your manager will put them in your schedule as like tentative. And then when the job is confirmed, they delete the tentative part and leave the job there. And if you don't get the job, they just delete the whole thing. And so I had a few tentative jobs in January of this year. Obviously it's the end of January now. None of them came through. And I'll be honest, after like the second or third one cleared out from my schedule, I was pretty shook. I didn't think I was gonna get everything that came my way, because that's, come on guys. Coming from the guy that's like telling you about fortune tellers and like astronomical charts, it wouldn't be realistic to get every job. But I was just so sure that I would just get a couple to like kick off the year and like gain some momentum, and I didn't. It shook me hard. I was pretty down for the day. Almost cried a little bit, but that's okay, guys. We're allowed to be emotional. No need to bottle it up inside, let it all out. I had a little sleep, I went to the gym, and next day, bounced back. And so I actually messaged one of my friends in Australia, and I was like, dude, I don't know, like I thought I was gonna get these jobs and they didn't come through, and I'm just feeling down. And my friend was just like, dude, those jobs weren't meant to be. Like you weren't meant to get those ones. And don't worry, because some other things are gonna come your way and they're gonna be the ones for you. And I just felt so grateful for having such a good support network. So actually, linking back to something I said earlier in the video about not having a lot of friends. Like I have a lot of friends, but like truly like close-knit friends, I only got a few. They are all so supportive of me like trying to pursue this career. And yeah, I'm just so grateful for all the positivity and like encouragement that they give me all the time. So shout out to my friends. I've been planning this video for a little while. When I didn't get those jobs, I actually thought, should I just not put this video out? Because I kind of felt like embarrassed, because like I'm telling you guys, like this is my year. And I feel like if things don't work out, it's just, I don't know, like embarrassing, I guess. But then my friends were like, you can't even be thinking ifs. No if and buts or maybes. My friend was like, you can't even be thinking ifs. It's just like everything is gonna work out. Keep that positive mindset and just do the best you can. And that's what I'm doing this year. And that's why, everyone, it's gonna be my year. And I have not decided to quit acting. So in terms of my YouTube channel going forward, I kind of really want to focus on two things, because when I used to live in Thailand, you know, I was making a lot of Thai content. Obviously I don't live there anymore. In this age of AI sloppy shit and like optimization of videos, I want to give you guys a real kind of like human connection and human experiences. So I guess if I had to summarize my channel in a few words, it would be navigating my 30s, figuring out life, and also taking you guys on the journey with me of an actor slash entertainer, following their dreams and in the end achieving them. I was gonna say possibly, but not possibly, because it's gonna happen. Obviously, I don't have like a lot of work at the moment, but I'll be showing you guys like more into like my daily life, like what I do to, you know, prepare for work and just kind of like keep myself in shape. And then when I do get jobs, I will do my best to let you guys know. I made a few videos like last year when I was like, oh, missed out on the biggest chance in my life. And actually after that, a bigger one came my way and I didn't get that one either. And then I was gonna make another video, but I was like, we got enough negativity in the world. But I wanna show you guys like the ups and downs. So, you know, when things aren't going well, I'll talk about it. But when we get the wins, we gotta celebrate those wins together. So please join me on this journey of this 31-year-old actor in Japan, just trying to figure shit out. Also guys, my last video where I was lying on the couch with a sore neck, it just like performed like so much better than I thought it would. Like I didn't have super high expectations of that video because like, I don't know, my channel was just taking a nosedive and it's just me lying on the couch and it's so weird. Like you just never know what's gonna resonate with people and just bring people together. I guess it was being 30 and having neck pain. So unfortunately I'm pain free at the moment, but you know, we can connect on some other stuff. I don't need to be hurt like all the time unless, you know, unless like it gets me lots of views, in which case I think, my shoulder. Like you can try and plan stuff, you can try and optimize things and design things to perform well, but at the end of the day, it's kind of like, you know, this Korean entertainment, like some things are just gonna work out and some things just aren't, you never know. And a lot of it is honestly luck-based. So I'll be keeping you updated on all things going on in my career in entertainment. So, you know, hang around. We're gonna have the greatest time. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.